SuperFluous Media presents Meet Your Heroes, a SuperFluous News podcast. Episode 7, Bolt. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Meet Your Heroes. I am Dallas Darling, joined by my co-host,
Whitaker Witheredspoon.
Yes, and today we have a new guest. Let us say hello to...
Bolt.
Bolt!
Bolt!
So nice to meet you, Bolt. How are you today?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
A little frozen.
A little frozen, huh?
Yeah,
It is pretty cold out there.
it is.
Yes, at the time of recording, it is midwinter in Berlin today, and it's freezing outside.
'Tis the season to have pointy nipples.
'Tis the season to have pointy nipples. Yes, exactly. So, Bolt, I'll get right down to it. What can you do?
Alright, funny thing actually, by the name Bolt, you would assume it has to be something related to lightning or electricity.
Or like super speed, for example?
No, the thing is, I'm actually a yeast guy.
A yeast guy?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my power is at any time, I'll just randomly for 15 minutes turn to just a big lump of yeast.
What? At any time for 15 minutes, you can turn into a lump of
15
yeast?
minutes, yes.
Oh my God. That is a very, I mean, I knew your powers were something different. When we asked you to be on the show, you turn into a lump of yeast for 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it's pretty unnecessary. I can't really do anything with it, you know? It's just a big lump of yeast.
You just turn into a lump of yeast.
Yeah.
Are you do you have eyes when you're the yeast, or do you literally experience what it's like to be live yeast?
I would say it's a mix of both, where I still somehow feel human, but everything in me is just yeasty. I don't think like a yeast because I don't think yeast actually has a consciousness.
I don't think yeast, no, I think.
Well, that's debatable.
I don't think yeast can think. I have a feeling. I'm pretty sure.
Yeast can definitely breathe, though.
Yeah, it respires, no?
It respires.
I did some biology in school, but my memory is a bit hazy. I was more of a vertebrate kind of guy, you know?
The best way I can describe it is I'm still a human body, but literally everything else human within me, as in organic and skin, is just yeast itself.
Uh-huh.
I am literally melting, dripping, wet, yellow, gooey stuff everywhere.
Oh my God. Does it smell?
After a while it does.
I mean, so you're only in that state for 15 minutes.
It's only 15 minutes. I would say usually for the first 5 minutes, it doesn't reek of anything, but after a while, it just sort of, comes off as a very pungent smell. But then, I've been doing this for 15 years, so I'm used to this.
You've been able to tell this, okay. I have so many questions.
All right.
Maybe you do, Whitaker, as well. Okay, wait, remind us. Are you conscious? Are you aware? Do you still have your intelligence?
When I'm the yeast guy?
Yeah. Do you have your intelligence?
Yes, but I can't really do anything.
Okay, but you're aware.
In what sense aware?
You're aware, you're conscious, you're sentient, like you are now. You're lucid. Like you are.
Yes, but at the same time, I'm sort of possessed. Let's say I'm literally possessed.
You're possessed.
Yes, I'm still myself, but unable to move, and I'm unable to speak. When I try to speak, I have this very kind of raspy voice.
Okay.
I want to do a little experiment here. I'm sorry to blindside you with this, but I was worried you might say no. I brought a cup of live yeast with me here.
Oh no.
Right here. And I want to see if we can have you turn into yeast and communicate with it. Is that possible? Can we do that?
The thing is, I cannot turn into yeast on command.
Holy shit. It just happens.
It just happens.
Is there anything that triggers it, like emotional displeasure or something?
Not really.
If I played you a sad song, would you turn into yeast?
I think many times when I watch a dog die in a movie, it happens.
Okay.
But I don't really want to watch a dog die right now.
Okay, so it's triggered by sadness.
Or
Kind of.
Or grief or maybe, yeah, sadness or like sorrow.
Were you ever an alcoholic?
No.
Okay.
And when you're not in yeast form, are you just a normal human? Everything
Yes,
is,
I'm just a normal human.
Okay. This brings the next question up. Wait, okay. So you can't do it on command.
Yes.
It depends on your emotional state.
Yes. Mostly, yeah.
And it's for 15 minutes. And then you turn back. It's always 15 minutes.
It's always 15
Can you end
minutes.
it prematurely? Can you end it earlier?
I mean, I don't usually time my transformations, but...
But how do you know it's 15 minutes then?
It's a rough estimate.
Did somebody else time it for you?
I would say one time I was looking at the clock before I turned yeast, and I was just looking at the clock the whole time, not moving, counting my seconds.
Okay. And then when you changed back, the clock was 15 minutes forward. Okay. And it's... Wow, this is a very... I have so many... And you can't move.
I can't move.
Okay, so...
Well, I move in the same way that yeast does, but yeast is very
gelatinous?
Yeah, sure.
I'm imagining like some kind of like blob.
Yeah, it's literally a blob.
A yellow blob?
A yellow blob.
Of yeast, and it starts to smell after 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, do you get any benefits from being in yeast form? Like, are you immune?
I imagine you're myself.
What?
I can eat myself.
Do you eat yourself? When was the first time that you decided, you know what, I'm going to take a bite? And how do you take a bite? How does yeast have a mouth?
I would say probably when I was a baby.
Okay.
Oh, you've been able to do this for a long time then?
15 years.
You're 15 years old?
I'm 15 years old.
Okay, your voice is very deep. All right, okay.
That's what happens when you turn into yeast every 15 minutes randomly.
Every 15 minutes?
Not every 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes randomly. So it's deep. So the effect of yeast on your body for the past 15 years. Okay.
It makes me age.
Okay.
Mentally, I would say.
And even physically, because your voice is cracked and deep, like you're in a 20-something
I would say that's because of all the time I tried to speak when I was in yeast form had actually deepened my voice.
Okay. And I wasn't aware that you were a minor. You don't look it because of your lots of facial hair and your and the clothes you're wearing. I hope the SuperFluous News Network doesn't get us in trouble for getting a minor on the show.
I was already in trouble for that once, but...
Yeah? You said you've been canceled before, right?
Yeah, they let it slide.
In what context?
I got some blackmail on the SuperFluous News Network. They're my only source of...
What were you doing with this minor?
Mining?
The blackmail.
Yeah. Why did you get blackmailed for this?
Well, the irony is there's a lot of... maybe we should move on to something else.
Yeah, we don't want to get him. You don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, let's just say that if there was a gate, there'd be pizza there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, I follow. Mamma mia, and
Mamma mia. Wait, are you Italian?
Yes, I am.
Holy shit!
Oh, you are Italian. Okay, where are you from in Italy?
Bologna.
Okay. You don't have an Italian accent. Is that an effect of the?
I was born in Iceland.
Okay. Don't have an Icelandic accent either. Is that an effect of the yeast on you, or is it completely unrelated?
I would guess it's the yeast. I'm still not really fully aware of all my condition and how it came to be and what effect it has had. I'm not a very smart guy.
But you seem
don't do that. Don't call yourself not smart.
You seem mature, definitely. For a 15-year-old, you're very you're pretty... What's the word? I would say not chill, but kind of
nonchalant.
A bit put together.
I don't see many 15-year-olds with a tie on outside of Catholic school. You know?
Exactly. He's wearing a very, very smartly dressed. He's very smartly dressed as well. Maybe that helped.
I had to come professional for the interview.
I appreciate that greatly.
It is kind of funny that you're Italian because they eat a lot of bread and shit, and that requires yeast.
I think that's probably related to the yeast incident.
Do you feel like we'll get to that in a second. Do you feel like a cannibal when you eat something that's yeast-based, or is it just not a big deal because yeast is just single-celled organisms?
Let's go back to when I was a baby.
Okay, the yeast incident?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll get to the yeast incident in a second. Right now we're talking about eating myself, right? That whole cannibal thing.
Yeah.
When you're a baby, you're not really thinking about what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So when I turn into yeast like this,
I
see this gooey thing dripping from my hand. I'm like, I'm going to stick this in my mouth.
Because you're a baby, right?
I'm a baby,
Babies,
right?
They explore the world,
with all the senses.
Now,
naturally, when a human baby does that, and they stick their finger in their mouth, nothing happens. They're sucking it, right?
Yeah.
But yeast is kind of more of a liquid at that point than a solid. So when you're sucking your finger, you end up swallowing it.
So are you self-sustaining?
Yes,
Like
it will grow back after.
Like if you were trapped somewhere, you could technically not starve to death and just eat yourself.
I could, but I don't think that would have very good
long-term effect.
Yeah, long-term effect.
Your voice could get so even deeper.
Do you think if we threw you into an oven, we could bake you?
Sorry?
If we threw you into a big human-sized oven, could we bake you?
I didn't hear what you said.
If we threw you into a giant oven, could we bake you?
We could, but let's not try that.
Would you rise?
This is interesting.
Actually, this is funny. It's a funny story. My ex-girlfriend tried to do that.
Whoa!
Wow!
When you guys were still together, was it like a kink thing?
No, it was after we broke up.
Okay.
She tried to kill you.
Yeah.
She tried to kill you she tried to give you the Hansel and Gretel treatment.
She did.
My God.
Can we use that reference?
Yes, we can use that reference.
We're actually owned by the same company that owns Hansel and Gretel movie distribution rights.
And Hansel and Gretel are public domain.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh.
I might have to cut this entire part out, but whatever.
No, it's okay, man. He understands intellectual property rights more than me. That's why I let him do all my books. Yeah.
Speaking of copyright,
have you read his book, My Adventures with Time Travel Man? It's sold about 9 copies. Maybe you're the ninth purchaser.
I'm a 15-year-old. I don't read books.
I don't read books either, man. I don't like them. You know?
He just wrote one book.
Yeah.
You wrote a book?
I had a story in me. I just had to shit it out. And let me tell you, I think your story as Yeast Man. Wait,
Bolt.
Is that your name?
Bolt.
Yeah.
Bolt. I'll get to why I'm called Bolt.
I've met a lot of heroes and met a lot of powered people. Yours is by far the most mind-boggling, fucked up thing I've ever heard.
It's very strange.
It sounds like you've had the weirdest life in all of human existence. And I don't know whether to feel sad for you, whether to be happy for you, whether
happy.
For a little bit of me wants to try eating you.
I have a question for you.
What?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Would you like to be yeast?
You can turn people into yeast?
No, would you like to be yeast?
I want the superpower to give women yeast infections at my own will.
Yeast infection?
Just be like, bam, yeast infection.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
so you're the opposite of a feminist.
I want the superpower to unhear that.
I am a meninist. Yes. Meninist.
Oh my God.
I'm a meninist that loves women but treats them with complete disrespect. For example.
Sure, an incel.
Well,
I would say more of a misogynist.
Yeah, more of a misogynist than
because unfortunately Whitaker does somehow get laid.
I do, yeah. His stepsister. Whitaker.
Stepsister.
He married my sister. So Whitaker is my brother-in-law.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is a little fucked up.
It's okay.
It's not as fucked up as your superpower. Dude, it took my accent straight away when I don't even know what to say. You eat yourself? Like, that's crazy. Wait. If we ferment you like in an aged bourbon barrel, could you get drunk out of your own skin?
You're very interested in all these ways to like torture and like.
Dude, I wouldn't say torture.
I'm a 15-year-old. Let me remind you.
I forgot.
I wouldn't say torture. It's more like
an experiment.
We're just curious about like how your body would react to certain things. We're not actually going to hurt you. We're not going to do anything. We don't have the power to do that anyway. We'd get in so much trouble. We're just
already in a ton of trouble.
We're just. Yeah, he is. I'm probably guilty by just standing next to him, but it's just seeing how things work. What if this? What if that? It's fascinating. You're the only yeast person we've heard of. You are, right? There aren't others like you.
No comment.
Okay.
If you were turned into a pizza, how would you want to be cooked? In a brick oven? Or like
if I was turned into a pizza?
A pizza. Yeah, pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
How would I like to be cooked?
Yeah. Would you want to be like a stone-fired brick oven, something Italian,
I feel like if that was the case, I would still be alive. I'll be a live pizza.
A light pizza?
No, live.
alive.
A living pizza. A living pizza.
So cooking me into a pizza wouldn't kill me. I'll just be immobile.
Would that mean that the tomato sauce and the cheese would also be?
Blood.
It would be your blood.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
The tomato sauce in my blood and the cheese is,
This is fascinating.
down there.
We're moving a little close to the commercial break, but I need to. But you mentioned the yeast incident,
Right?
Early on. I hope we didn't forget anything. But you mentioned like the yeast incident.
Yeah.
So you've been able to do this since you were a baby,
Right.
Okay. What is the yeast incident? Is it the event that gave you your powers?
I would say so. I mean, I was a baby, so I don't really remember much. But my mom had this obsession with making her own yeast.
Uh-huh.
And it was, continuously growing. And the problem is we live right next to a nuclear plant.
Okay. In Bologna, this was?
In Bologna.
Okay.
And basically one day I was left home alone as a baby.
Okay.
And
not very responsible.
Very responsible. We know Italians.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one day this you guys know Pompeii, right?
Uh-huh.
What was left at home in his own device?
I think he means the volcano.
Many days fell away with nothing but yeast to show. And the house started smelling like crap in the city of Bologna. Somebody crossing the street was...
So yes, Pompeii?
Yes, Pompeii.
Thank you, Whitaker.
Which, isn't even near Bologna. But anyway, so Pompeii blew up. So the nuclear plant blew up. And that triggered
the nuclear power plant was your Vesuvius.
Sorry?
It was like Mount Vesuvius?
Yes.
So the power plant blew up?
Yes. And the radiation seeped in. And I was in the kitchen playing with the little bottle of yeast that my mom had.
Jeez, okay.
And then, it combined. And
it turned you into what you are today.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're radioactive too. And
yeah.
You probably have cancer.
Probably.
I mean, you seem pretty healthy. You seem like a healthy 15-year-old boy.
No, this explains
why. Why do you think my voice is deep?
This explains why he looks like he's in his early 20s when he's actually 15 because of the radiation.
Could be aging you.
Yeah. And I probably should have told you guys it before I came. Yeah, but almost everyone I've met has ended up dying like 2 weeks after I see them.
Oh my God!
How do you function in normal society? I mean, I'm already dead. This is purgatory, but that
dead?
doesn't scare me.
Whitaker has died several times, and he's been resurrected.
Resurrected.
I actually am coming to the conclusion that I might be immortal.
Can we test that out?
I'm sure Whitaker will get himself into trouble. For all I know, I'm talking to a clone of Whitaker, and the real one has been dead, and the real one has been dead for ages.
When you sign a contract with the Illuminati to become famous, they make several clones of you.
Oh my God! I'm gonna have to seek out some kind of radiation powered superhero to cure me. I wish you told us in advance. I would have put on my
hazmat suit.
I would have at least put on like my lead-based underwear.
You don't have lead-based underwear?
No, I have regular hot linen.
You don't have lead-based underwear. You have lead-based underwear.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Speaking of not wearing underwear, every time I turn into yeast, when I...
Come on, that's pretty funny. And it's true, which makes it even funnier.
I'm leaving that in. It's okay.
When I return back to human form, all my clothes disappear.
Oh, so you're butt-ass naked every time? So you have to...
What happens to the clothes? Do they just dissolve into the yeast? What the fuck?
What the... Is that why you have such a big backpack with you? Is that just full of replacement clothes?
It's full of replacement clothes.
God, that backpack is bigger than a French baguette.
It's like you're going hiking or something.
Once when I was in Warsaw, I got a lot of looks on the street because I was just eating a big loaf of bread like a fucking carrot.
You ate my dad?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, he tasted like bolognese.
Bread is your dad? I thought your powers came from something outside of you and you weren't born with them.
Your dad's bread?
My dad is bread.
Or is that like a metaphorical thing and it's not actually your dad?
Yeah, it's a metaphorical thing.
Okay, then.
How do you say bread in Italian?
Pane.
It's like
Funny
Spanish, but sexy.
That's a metaphorical thing. My dad is called Pane.
Okay, your father is called Brett. Okay, in fact, I have so many questions to ask about your life and family after the yeast incident and like even how it might have affected the rest of Bologna. But we are going to cut the commercial now and then we'll get back to it. So I need to make sure I remember all these. I have so many questions. You have such a weird and different power.
You got him excited.
Yeah, but first we'll cut. So listen to those listening. We're going to cut to our commercial break and then we will be back. We will be back with our very strange and interesting guests. Stay tuned.
You want to take a spin on Dallas's jet ski?
Shut up, Whitaker. That was no jet ski incident. Yo, this is your boy Beat Surge, your residential superhero DJ and skater. I just want to let you all know that I have decided to combine my passions and put them into one beautiful skate theme park. That's right, at Beatland, you can skate all over the place. In my 2 square mile haven and utopia for skateboarding and cool tricks, you can skate to your heart's content against the backdrop of my awesome mixes of techno, house, trance, trap, and everything else. You got your grind rails, you got your half pipes, you got your open fields to practice all of your tricks. Come on down, and if that ain't enough for you, we've got the deluxe section, the gauntlet, as I like to call it. We got fire pits, we got darts, we got swinging logs, we got all kinds of things. Make sure you sign a contract, of course, absolving us of any grievous bodily harm. So come on down to Beatland, yo. Stop waiting and start skating.
Hey, it's been exactly 3 months, 28 days, and 14 hours, 3 seconds since Ashley left me. Ashley, I really miss you. Ashley, my ex-wife, you are my everything. You are my all. But with the new Lumix GoPro, I no longer worry about Ashley. I no longer see Ashley as the love of my life. Call +39 351 669 1508 for more information.
Oh man, I go on so many dates, but the women just don't seem pleased to meet me. And I think it has to do not with my looks or my personality, but maybe how I smell. Oh, what can I do?
Listen, if you need people to like the way you smell, then I got something for you.
Rat King, is that you?
That's right, you're a superhero human-rat hybrid, revealing my new fragrance, Cheese to Meet Ya.
Wow, that smells great!
It's so good it makes rats smell perfect. And if it can make me smell good, imagine what it can do for you. Cheese to Meet Ya, available at all stores right now.
What's up, sexy people? This is your favorite show host, Whitaker Witheredspoon. Before we get back to the show, I just want to let you know that my co-hosts and I, Dallas Darling and I, we have released a new video game. The game is called
Meet Your Heroes, the game.
Available only on the Google Play Store because I am banned from the iTunes Apple App Store after what happened with my ebook.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're here with our yeast-controlling guest, Bolt.
I'm not controlling yeast, though.
Yes, it's true. You turn into the yeast.
Involuntarily.
Involuntarily. So you're... is this even a power or a curse?
So, since you were asking about my ex-girlfriend, this is actually...
I was asking about your ex-girlfriend, yes, during the commercial break. Like, how does a 15-year-old have an ex-girlfriend already? I mean, it's possible, but it's not, like she tried to kill you.
Dallas didn't have sex until he was 30 years old.
I was a late bloomer, but I made up for it.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
Wink.
she was 18. And,
She was 18?
Yeah.
Giggity.
Okay. And she was 18?
Yeah.
So, and you're a minor.
Hashtag consent. The age of consent in Germany is 14. Don't ask me how I know.
That's very statutory, isn't it?
Well, yeah, basically, I'll get to why we broke up. I didn't mention that I turned into yeast involuntarily.
Yeah, I presume she knew that, right? When she got into the relationship with you?
Not exactly.
You didn't tell her?
No.
Okay.
So, one time we were, doing the deed.
Okay.
And at the climax...
Yeah?
I just, splurged all over her.
As yeast?
As yeast.
My God. Wait. As in you turned into yeast? Or do you... I don't mean to say this to a young boy. I have to be blunt. Do you ejaculate yeast?
Dude, that brings a whole new meaning to the word stank.
Oh my God.
As a normal human being.
Stank.
But you turned into yeast and then you...
No.
Or you just turned into yeast all over her?
I just turned into yeast all over her.
Okay. So you didn't ejaculate or anything.
On top of her.
Okay. And she was just, oh my God. So she has this guy on top of her and she's all naked and stuff. And then,
yes.
and then you turn into yeast, but you weren't sad, were you?
I mean, I was climaxing. I was happy, but she seemed pretty...
Okay, so your yeast powers are triggered by high emotional states, then I would say just sadness.
Yeah, high emotional state.
Okay.
I was saying moments where they get really high, like, dog dying makes me really sad.
Okay, high or low.
But, being with a girl makes me really happy.
So you were doing the deed and you splurged into yeast all over her. Okay. Yeah. I mean, at that point, how long were you dating? It was probably was that your first time?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
Okay. And then what happened?
And she was like, can I swear on here?
What?
Can I swear on here?
Yeah, you can swear.
She was like, what the fuck are you doing in my room? And I was like, no, it's me. But I couldn't really speak. So it was more like,
yeah.
Oh, so you can mumble. Well, okay.
So
you still technically...
like a raspy voice.
My gosh, this reminds me of that horror science fiction story. I have no mouth and I must scream.
I love that.
So you turned into yeast. Do you stay together?
Of course not. That's why we broke up.
She broke up. She got mad at you.
Right.
And tried to bake you.
And tried to bake me.
Oh, shit. So, like...
Because naturally, when I splurged all over her, some parts of me went into her mouth and she was like, this is actually good.
Again, I'm
Wait, it was good, but then why was she angry?
Yeah, she was angry at first, but...
she tried to break up with you because it just wouldn't work out?
It was not going to work out.
Is getting baked for you kind of like autoerotic asphyxiation?
Kind of what?
Never mind. I forget your age.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Do your parents know you're here?
I mean, they've seen me turn into yeast a couple of times.
Yeah, but do they know you're here with one really nice guy and one insane person interviewing you?
I think you're both insane people.
Thank you.
I am very sane. Wait, okay. In fact, do your parents know that you're here on the interview?
I don't live with my parents anymore.
You're emancipated?
They kicked me out when they found out I turned into yeast.
They just don't love you anymore, huh?
They don't.
So they kicked you out quite early.
They think I'm a demon sent from hell to torture them.
Wait a second. You lived on the streets alone as a kid? Where do you live now?
No, I run a business now.
You run a business?
Yeah.
At 15?
Yeah, I run a bakery.
God. As if in this, the hustle culture has really caught up with us, hasn't it?
La panaderia.
Well, I run a bakery, basically. And it's very easy to bake things, and I just use myself.
What?
Yeah.
You sell people. You use yourself.
Right.
In a bakery.
To be fair, I have not seen the same customer twice in my store, so it probably wasn't very healthy, the food.
Didn't you say you kill people just by being next to them, and now you're feeding yourself but baked to people?
Because you're radioactive, right?
That is genius. That is genius.
What's your bakery called? Where is it, and where is it?
Are you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I mean, no, but I'm just curious because apparently people never come back. So
I want to use your bread to murder people without them knowing that it was me. Hey, if you get a care package full of various breads sent to your door, don't be suspicious about it and just eat it, okay, Dallas?
Yeah, sure. I'll definitely shove it straight in my mouth. Any package from you. That did not come out right.
Wait.
We'd better move on from that. So,
Yeah, isn't it agitating? Imagine having to deal with it every day.
Oh, come on. It was only the first pun I made in this episode.
That's actually fair. It's been 33 minutes and he hasn't made a pun until now. That's actually pretty insane.
I mean, I think with yeast and bread, it's not that hard to do.
Wait. If we were speaking Spanish, you haven't made a pun?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Give
good.
myself a high five.
After all those, after all this time, a bread pun is the yeast I can do.
I'm sure you've heard that one before. Wait, do you have friends? Because they all die, don't they? Are we gonna die? I'm already dead. Do you
you guys are my friends.
I'm connected. That's very sweet of you. I'm connected to some radiation controlling superheroes. I think I'll be okay so long as I'll get to them in time. During the commercial break, I put on lead-based underwear, so I'm protected in that sense now.
You are protected now?
My testicles are.
You bring lead-based underwear with you everywhere you go?
No, I don't. But the studio has a spare set, so I grabbed them during the commercial break.
And did you put on some underwear at last?
I am immortal, dude. I don't think anything can really kill me.
Right, you are immortal, but your balls aren't.
But I believe in that 5G frequencies are going to kill us all. So I have a protective phone case that stops my balls from being zapped with radiation every day when my phone goes in my pocket. And now when I pay for stuff with my phone by card, the new thing, I have to take the phone case off.
That's crazy.
Do you like German bread, or are you more of an Italian bread kind of guy?
Hold on a second. If I could steer this somewhere else. What has your life been like? What was it like in your childhood? And what do you use your powers for besides baking? Are you even a superhero? Do you save people? I have so many questions.
In fact, I don't even remember inviting him here. It's just like all of a sudden he
I
was
just
here.
snuck on set.
Maybe you were drunk.
Fuck.
Maybe you were drunk. I lay off the booze. You know what that can do to you.
He got drunk on our last podcast.
I just had a little bit too much to drink. It was okay. I was fine. I just a little
remember me? I saved you from that bus.
Oh, fuck. So there was this random gelatinous cube that jumped in front of the bus and saved me. It was you. So you're kind of invulnerable when you're yeast, huh? You can just take any damage.
I just go through, the bus went through me, but I'm self-sustaining. So
it doesn't hurt when something hits you?
Of course it hurts. It's a punch in the gut, but it just goes back,
Whoa.
Okay, so now I'm seeing some of the benefits here. You do get some invulnerability. You can interpose through things. You're probably like immune. I imagine in your yeast state, you're also immune to mind control or something like that.
Mind control.
Mind control.
I guess so. I haven't tried it yet.
No one's ever tried to mind control yeast before?
Here, stare into this watch for a little bit.
Whittaker is holding a watch and swinging it back and forth.
Yeah, but I'm not yeast right now.
Yeah, just I want to see what happens. Stare into it. Wait, never mind.
I don't think you're a qualified hypnotist.
No, you know what? And also, I also keep forgetting her age. I don't want to mind control a minor. Last time I did that, I got mining rights in the Congo, and then the Apple Corporation got upset with me and banned me from the App Store. So, do you guys like?
Whittaker is banned from a lot of places.
I am, dude. I'm banned from like 50% of all NATO countries.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Particularly the ones that speak French and Dutch. And a weird blend of it called Flemish, which
I feel... those languages?
Of course.
Speak it right now. That is not French.
I just said there was a waffle in the World War I Museum of Ghent.
I put that there.
What?
I put that there.
You did?
What do you think the waffle was made from?
Yeast? You can make yeast out of what? Oh, I'm putting two and two together now.
Man, this is wild.
Yeah.
You have got to be the strangest person we've had on the show so far. Who knows what's in the future? But at the moment,
I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or an insult.
Could we have? I know it's not on command, but I'd be interested to see a demonstration.
I mean,
could we get you in some kind of emotional state?
Your girlfriend hated you. Your girlfriend is now fucking other guys. Other guys' penises are going inside your girlfriend's vagina as we speak.
Is it working? Are you feeling low? I mean, this is a bit below the belt with the
just think about it.
Upset, like I want to punch him, but
you were there, and now another guy is like, yeah, now I'm there.
Oh, I think I see a bit of like, is he shaking a little bit?
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
It's starting to smell like a fucking brewery in here.
Yeah, but usually, it doesn't stink up in the first 5 minutes. It's normal. Then it starts to smell.
It smells like Munich's taint in here.
Oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, he's metamorphosized. Oh wow, he's melting up. Whittaker, back up. This thing is huge.
I want to see what it feels like when it touches me.
Oh my God. That is a giant yeast.
No, this is disturbing.
This is really bad, but the thing is, we're going to have to wait 15 minutes.
Yeah. I guess it's a good time to cut a commercial break.
I could be. But before we do that, I just want to test it out. Okay. Bolt, can you hear me? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Oh my God, I don't think you can understand me. If you can understand me, okay, maybe a commercial break is a good idea.
This is really disturbing. This is like living through.
Oh my God, that spiked the noise. I heard that. Okay, folks, we didn't think this through. We're gonna cut through to commercial break.
Your girlfriend loves you. Your girlfriend loves you.
And
she misses you.
And we will be right back, I hope. Are you seeking to redeem yourself from all of your past deeds? Well then, I am the psychologist here for you. I am Dr. Exalted, formerly Dr. Heinous, your residential psychic superhero psychologist, here to redeem you of all your villainous ways and turn you from evil to good. I am still advertising my services. So far, we've had an immense success rate. After $35,000, people sometimes feel better. However, I just want to make one thing absolutely clear. I am no longer going by my old evil name of Dr. Heinous. I am Dr. Exalted. And secondly, it was heinous, not anus. It was heinous with an H, not anus. I don't appreciate the fan mail I am receiving asking me to check your anus. I am not a qualified proctologist. I am a psychologist. Learn the difference. It was heinous, not anus, and it's not heinous, it's exalted. Anyway, if you need someone to talk to, Dr. Exalted is here.
Buongiorno! Come to Enzo's Bakery in Bologna. The coordinates are 10-0. I don't know how to do coordinates. But yes, sì, vieni qua, abbiamo tutto qua. We have bread, we have radioactive bread, abbiamo pastries, we have donuts, baguettes, even though it's French. We have everything just for you. Vieni!
Tonight on our top stories at the SuperFluous News Network with Thomas O'Brien. We will be covering the upcoming battle in outer space with the demonic alien being known as Apex. The strongest superheroes in the world will be meeting today in order to decide who will be fighting this extraterrestrial threat. We have Density, the Mercurian, Queen Tiara, and Cyborg Samurai, amongst others. It seems that the Mercurian and Density are the most eager to do it, and they will be deciding who does it over a... What is this? Am I reading this correctly? A thumb war? This is f***ing ridiculous. Sorry, this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, fair enough. A thumb war. In other news, the Dark Avenger is now working with the New York Police Department in fighting crime. Of course, because let's hire a vigilante who beats criminals to a pulp outside the law with his bare hands in order to handle crime. Shall we use a signal in the sky to summon him as well? Because the telephone does not exist? Sure, who writes this nonsense? And a rat-themed fragrance for... Okay, what else do we have here on our top stories? Oh yes, the European Union has been thrown into disarray after the discovery of shapeshifters in the meeting hall, disguised as politicians. Well, first it was lizard people as the stonemasons, and then now we have shapeshifters as well. Oh my goodness, the world truly is going insane. Anyway, we have these and more stories to be covered tonight on our news segment. I am Thomas O'Brien, and I need a fucking drink. Welcome back to the show, folks, with our guest, Bolt, who's still in yeast form. I'm not sure if we have enough time to wait for him to finish the whole 50 minutes. Oh, wow, he's back. Oh, my goodness, it's everywhere.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't,
Is it kind of weird that I want a beer now?
This is embarrassing.
Yeah, I have this weird, odd craving for, like, bread, and yet I'm kind of grossed out.
I kind of want to turn him into an India Pale Ale and sell him.
How did you change back so fast? Normally it's 15 minutes.
Are you eating
though,
yourself?
Right?
Yeah, no, it's just on the table. I'm just putting it together and making my own bread.
Yeah, but you just put something in your mouth. Dude, he's eating himself again.
He is. It's self-cannibalizing.
Yeah. Have you
It's
seen...
not cannibalizing, it's, yeast. It's different.
But it's you.
It's me, but it's not really me.
Oh my God.
Dude, now that I think about it, like if people are cannibals, it must actually taste good, Because if it didn't taste good, why would they do it?
Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Wait, you're telling me it hasn't been 15 minutes?
It hasn't been 15 minutes. The commercial break wasn't that long. How did you change back so fast?
How long has it been?
Definitely less than 15 minutes.
So weird. Maybe, could it be that when I'm in yeast form, time slows down?
That does make sense. I heard an internet conspiracy theory that birds experience time faster than we do.
And I'm not a bird, it's yeast.
Yeah, I mean, yeast, schmeesh, bird, furd, lentil, schmental.
That was seeing you turn into that yeast form was very strange. Bolt, I have a question for you, actually. What is your real name? What is
Wait, can I guess first?
Yeah.
Tony.
Roberto.
Roberto?
Roberto.
Okay, Roberto.
I was
No,
close.
Roberto.
Roberto?
No,
Roberto.
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 Say it. He got it. Why don't you have it?
Can you say it?
Roberto.
Roberto.
No.
Roberto.
You just can't speak Italian, man. It's okay.
Okay. I guess I don't know. I'm hearing it normally, but maybe I'm...
Io so Whitaker, Witheredspoon.
Sono.
What?
Io sono with
What is
No,
this,
that's
Portuguese?
not how you say it.
Io sono Whitaker Witheredspoon.
That's
No.
not how you say it. You say it?
Io so.
That's how you say it. You don't say it like that.
Suck my Duolingo, bitch.
Okay, then. I'm pretty sure it was io sono, but I'm not a linguist, so I don't know.
So, yeah, my name is Roberto, but you can call me Bolt.
Okay. Why did you go with the name Bolt?
Actually, it's not me that I'm Bolt. I didn't choose the name Bolt, per se.
Who chose it?
One day I was, just making my way across this power plant, Bologna. I'm always surrounded by power plants.
Mm-hmm.
And, so...
Yeah, as you do in Bologna.
Bolognese is a food.
And basically what happened was there was this big electrical surge, and because I was near the power lines, I turned into yeast when that happened. And there just so happened to be a live, news network recording the whole thing. And because I transformed into yeast, I absorbed all that electricity that was coming out, and I saved the town from a power surge. And since then, I've been known as Bolt.
Oh, interesting.
Even though I'm a yeast guy, I have nothing to do with electricity.
Okay, but you can absorb electricity then.
I can absorb electricity.
I imagine if you gain control of your ability to transform into yeast, it could be pretty effective.
It could be.
You could like save lives. You could like endure a lot of impact.
Yeah, but I want to kill people.
Excuse me?
Nice, me too. Yeah.
You want to kill people?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
But you have killed people. Because just by being you.
Exactly.
But like intentionally, like commit murder? Or do you fight crime or work with any heroes?
I mean, I just saved him from dying. But that's because I believe that the true liberation of life is death. And because he is a horrible person, I saved his life so he could continue suffering.
I like this guy. That was pretty profound.
This is not a visual show, so you need to point out who you're referring to.
What's his name again? Wiki?
Wiki.
Whittaker.
I'm going to go by Wiki from now.
Wiki? Yeah, he's Wiki.
That would imply you have information, which I think you don't.
Wiki.
You have information?
What? Wikipedia. Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Good one. That was actually pretty funny. I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
But did you hear what he said there? That was profound.
Can I get a
true liberation from life is death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You disagree with that?
I mean,
isn't life in itself suffering?
Life is a form of suffering. It's just, with so many deities existing across the world from different cultures. I don't know. I've never died, so I don't know what
never
true liberation
died.
is.
You've died before. You know how it is, right?
Literally 34.6 times. Yeah.
3.64 times.
34.6 times.
Yeah.
What do you mean 0.6? What happened? You half died? Half and a quarter died?
6/10 dying?
Yeah.
How did that work? Everything else except your dick died?
No, literally just my dick died. Which, as we all know, is 60% of a man's life, you know?
It's 60% of your body.
Yeah.
Is it? Isn't water 70%?
He tucks it into his shoes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it's like really small then.
I wear dick shoes.
No, it's the opposite of small. It's long. If it can reach his shoes.
I'm a minor.
Do you guys like wait, did your parents let you you're liberated from your okay. Do you watch R-rated Adult Swim animated shows as a young boy, such as I did when I was your age?
Anime.
Animated shows, not anime. We're not
animated shows like
The Guy of the Family, or
The Guy of the Family,
or
that was my favorite show.
Oh, dude, I think that's.
You've never heard of The Guy of the Family?
Yeah, I have. I've seen a few episodes.
4 episodes?
A few.
He's literally only seen 4.
There's like 99 episodes.
I got 99 shows, but that ain't one. Cultural reference.
That's pretty good.
High five to myself. Thank you. You guys ever get a fist bump from someone who's wearing a bunch of rings and you regret it afterwards, and they forget that they're wearing rings, so they fist bump you pretty hard, but then also you kind of like it a little bit for some reason?
I've never fist bumped anyone. I don't have friends.
Okay. Then.
Oh yeah, you asked him that question earlier, Whitaker. You don't have friends, so it's a very lonely life as a yeast.
It is.
As a yeast creature.
Well, I had a girlfriend.
You had a girlfriend for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
How'd you guys meet?
In the bakery.
Okay.
You met. Okay, so how did you seduce her?
Did you make her yeast rise?
That was good. I like that. That was good. Wait, can't women get yeast infections in their area that they babies?
Yeah, I think she's probably dead now. I'm not sure.
Man.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry for your ex-girlfriend who tries to kill you.
Yeah, I think I killed her. So I indirectly killed her, so.
You're quite dangerous, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you're also some kind of hero of Bologna.
Well,
I
anti-hero, I guess.
I need to put you in touch with some mentalists or some superhero psychologists. Like there's Dr. Exalted, for example.
Isn't it Dr. Eynaud?
That's what people call him by accident, intentionally, actually. Yeah,
E pluribus anus.
He does.
They call him that. Yeah, he get.
I remember my uncle he had a problem with his anus and he tried to contact him, but he got no reply. It's really weird.
Have you ever had to put mupirocin ointment on your taint?
Have I ever?
Have you ever had to put mupirocin ointment on your taint in a public bathroom? I had to do that.
I have no idea.
I had to do that a couple months ago. It wasn't fun.
Whitaker, I don't think that's superhero related. I think you might actually have a problem, and you might need to speak to a doctor.
I almost did, yeah, man.
You're immortal, so you'll be fine.
I spoke to Polymorph about it.
Yeah,
he was like, "I could be an issue, man. You might have to go to a Deutsche Arzt for your Arschloch," you know. And I was like, "Please, no." Exactly. But I think it's fine. I don't think it got infected. Do you like? How do you feel about other grains and wheat?
I hate them.
Good.
I'm racist towards them.
Good. You're yeastus.
You're like. I don't even know what to call that. Yeah. So you operate alone, but do you maybe you can actually get in touch with some experts and get control of your powers. If you could turn into yeast on command, you could use that. If you could turn into some kind of gelatinous yeast blob, I imagine that would help. It could be useful for overpowering criminals. It could be used for like absorbing gunfire, absorbing electricity, going through narrow spaces. There's a lot of potential.
I don't think I want to take advice from you.
You don't like any of that stuff?
A 40-year-old depressed alcoholic. Still running a podcast show with his stepbrother or whatever, brother-in-law, right?
I bang his stepsister.
That's just sad. Get a job, man.
I am. This is my job. I'm an interviewer.
This is your job?
Yeah,
how much do you get paid?
Oh, that's none of your business. Don't ask a man his salary.
How much does he get paid?
I actually don't know. That's part of the...
How much do you get paid? Do you not pay your brother-in-law?
He doesn't cut the check.
He's not my employee. We're employed by the network.
Employed by the network, and the network doesn't pay either of you.
The network does.
I get some back end. I get some residuals.
And then there are some perks as well.
I get a carrier pigeon comes in and hands us...
You know what? That's an open...
Oh, okay, you know what? We're getting very close to the end. Since you won't take my advice, Roberto, why don't you tell our viewers what's next for you? What you're going to do now?
Just continue my business.
I feel like you should go on dating apps.
Dating apps?
Yeah.
I
agree.
What's the word? Matter of speaking.
In a manner of
matter of fact.
Yeah?
There is a dating app for yeast people.
Well, that's terrible.
Wait a second. So there's more of you? So that radiation explosion in Bologna created more of you? Oh my God.
Oh, I did say no comment. I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
Oh my God.
Dude, that word would smell horrible.
I can imagine.
There's like an underground society of yeast people.
God. And the mold and everything. Oh my goodness. Maybe. So
that's yeastist.
So what?
That's yeastist.
Yeastist? Forgive me, I'm not very cultured in yeast people speak. So there's an entire secret society of yeast people?
Not just in Italy. It happened in Tokyo as well.
So you do have friends?
No, they all hate me.
Why would they hate you?
Because I kill people.
Do you play video games?
I don't play anything. I got my business.
We're getting very close to the end. We need to wrap this up. Balls, this has been a very strange interview. So what's next for you is that you're going to just continue running your business?
Yes.
I encourage you to get control over your powers.
I encourage you to get off this podcast.
No, we're going to do more of this. This is it's my lifeblood. I will literally... I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I will do if Meet Your Heroes gets canceled.
I'm already canceled.
I'm going to sue you.
For what?
I don't know. For money.
For money? Okay, but for what?
You can't sue somebody that's already bankrupt. Oh, sorry. Was that a secret?
I'll find something.
You'll find some dirt on me?
Yep.
Well, I am as clean as a whistle.
He did kill someone with a jet ski, though.
That was somebody else. Gosh darn it to heck. Well, this has been an interesting interview, Bolt, although the hostility towards the end is very strange. It was great having you on the show, and I wish you good luck in your business. What's your bakery business called again?
Enzo's Bakery.
Enzo's Bakery? But you're not Enzo, you're Roberto. Who's Enzo?
No comment.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay then. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Join us next time on Meet Your Heroes. I am Dallas Darling. Oh God, he's changing again. Whitaker? Are you going to say your name as we exit?
Dude, I'm utterly terrified by this guy. I have to be honest with you. I've never been more
Okay, we should get out of here. So I am Dallas Darling, and this is Whitaker Witheredspoon, and that was Balt. Take care, everybody, and be well. You've been listening to Meet Your Heroes, a SuperFluous News podcast. This was episode 7, Bolt. Starring David Muscat as Dallas Darling, Michael Paola as Whitaker Witheredspoon, and featuring Eliano Tonev as Bolt. Additional voices by David Muscat, Michael Paola, and Eliano Tonev. Improvised and co-produced by David Muscat and Michael Paola. Intro and outro theme composed by Tears in Sadness. And I am your director, editor, sound designer, and announcer, David Muscat. This podcast is a SuperFluous media production, originally hosted and broadcast by Etiquette Radio Berlin in 2025. All license inquiries can be directed to Etiquette Radio at etiquette-radio.com. Join us next time on Meet Your Heroes, a SuperFluous News podcast. Thanks for listening.